like that. Did you? Yes, I will. Okay. Let me. Okay, it's 3 o'clock. I'd like to call the meeting of the Madera County Arts Authority to order. Are there any additions to the agenda?
No additions.
Okay, then we will move on to the Pledge of Allegiance. And Joetta, would you lead us in the pledge today?
Yes, I will. Please stand. Ready, salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Be seated. I like to have you do that once in a while so you feel like a teacher again.
Well, you don't forget.
Yeah. You never forget that. Okay, item number 3 is public comment. Members of the public may address the board on any matter under the jurisdiction of the board, but not appearing on the agenda. Is there any public comment today? Okay, then before we go to the public session, I would like to say that Mr. Wheeling got a hold of me this morning and said that he is not feeling well today. So he is going to stay home, but we still have his item that we will, we'll be looking at the video this afternoon. So welcome to Tina, Auntie, and Nick out there in the audience. Okay, so under public session 4A, we have consideration of the approval of minutes of the August 28th meeting. Is there a motion to approve the minutes?
So move.
We have a motion and we have a second. Any question about the minutes? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item number 4B is the treasurer's report. I'll turn that over to our treasurer, Mr. Poitras.
Well, thank you, Chairperson. I appreciate the opportunity to provide the treasurer's report. So we have one item that we need to approve. It would be the payment of $1,479 to Golden State Risk Management Authority for general liability insurance. And it's for the years, fiscal year 23. And as well as the authorization warrant to pay the Madera County Clerk of the Board for services in the amount of $287.39. Also looking at the statement, the bank account statement, as well as the reconciliation, all is in balance. The only activity was a check that was paid to Lozano Smith last month in the amount of $44. So with that, are there any questions regarding the financial report? If not, anybody in the public? All right. So with that, I think we're ready to have a vote.
Okay, you want to make a motion to?
I'll make a
approve?
motion to approve.
Okay,
Second.
and Artemio seconds that. Without any further discussion then, all in favor?
Aye.
And opposed? Okay, thank you very much, Bob.
Thank you.
Item 4C is the ad hoc committee reports. First on the agenda for that is an update regarding our Madera mural. I'm going to call on Nick Salinas. He's been in touch with a potential artist and his manager.
Yeah, good evening, Madam Chair, members of the board. Nick Salinas, Chief of Staff, District 3. So after our most recent meeting, we went out and met with several business owners that we identified locations that we would see desirable to have this mural on. And one in particular came forward and is very open and welcoming in terms of having this mural in his building, which is the old Raoul's Barbershop on East Yosemite. So he gave us basically free reign on that location. There was no financial contribution type of interest, but however, he's supportive of the project. He's looking forward to having that mural on his building. And so now we've been in discussions with the muralist himself and looking for further direction from your board as to how you'd like us to proceed.
we don't happen to have one of the mock-ups of do you have that? Of the mural? Handy? If
Yeah.
not,
We could share the screen here.
I think we missed our last meeting. Maybe you didn't see
Yeah.
that. There we go. Something like that. We're looking at an entryway into downtown Madera.
So that's the mural. Oh, I'll have to pull that location. Oh, I just passed it. There we go. That would be the location. West side of the building, south side of Yosemite, the old Ralph's Barbershop.
That's facing the tracks, and across the tracks is the Chevron station.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Correct. Ms. Unti had a question in terms of size. That I do not have. Perhaps Chair O'Kane, did you happen to?
The
find it?
artist had suggested 30 feet long by 15 feet was what he was looking at in terms of scale. Now, that has to be scaled to the side of that building. Matter. Did you have a question? Oh, it doesn't? I wonder what side. Well, okay, we're going to be meeting with the proposed artist. So maybe one of the things we're doing today is coming up with what are our questions and issues related to doing a mural. And so one of the questions might be then, what does that actually look like on that wall? So if we did a mock-up of that wall, what would that look like on that wall? Okay,
So it's to be determined.
yeah.
Mhm.
So those windows in there?
Well, they were. That's another question,
Oh.
is how do we want to face it? Because those are like little brick things that come out from what used to be windows along there. So does
Gotta
that,
Make it cover up, make it flat.
yeah, right, you'd have to
The
make,
whole wolf.
Get your sandpaper.
so that's a question. I think it would clean up that a little bit. It's a
Mhm.
little trashy there.
Oh, that white thing is a paper, I think, no?
Yeah,
Or something.
Yeah.
Oh, that one can come out. The windows, I think is like the one that looked like a window.
Yeah.
Should erase that one
yes,
or make it flat.
right.
They can just, what is it, fill it up, whatever.
Well, one of the things I brought up at the last meeting was whether we want to have something literally painted on the wall, or would we want to have some kind of frame in panels that then could be moved if we needed to. That might be another way to cover that wall. And what are some newer techniques that are possible as well? I still think we should explore that.
How big is that side anyway? The whole,
The size of the building?
yeah, well, yeah, the side that we're looking
Ooh, I can't give you the dimensions on that, but I think that was definitely under the 30-foot size to be, at minimal.
The size of the length of the building, the depth.
Is that what you're asking, the depth of the building?
Yeah, just what's there that we can actually put it on. Okay.
Get your measure technique. Madam Chair, while he's looking that up, I was just going to mention and I wasn't here at the last meeting, and you have a couple of the sample murals up there. If you're looking for opinions, and mine's one of probably 10,000, which is fine. I was just going to say, I kind of like the plain one because I think it sticks out more. And if we're wanting to welcome people to Madera, it's really interesting. The other one, I think it's has all these really interesting features, but I'm just thinking that sometimes they might be a little bit too busy and hard to make out and so forth. So anyway, I kind of like that nice clean one that just says greetings from Madera. You know, the other one doesn't quite pop as well. So anyway, just my 2 cents. Thank you.
Going back to your question, Board Member Fleek, the length of that building, north to south, is about 135 feet. 135.
So we could make the 30.
That's the length or that's the way?
That's from Yosemite going south.
From the
Oh.
front of the building to the back of the building, along that side.
How much is high?
Oh, it's plenty
Distance.
high.
Yeah.
Very high? Okay.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would guess about 18 feet or so. You figure those are 8-9 foot doors. If you were to double that, you know, get 18 by 130 some odd feet.
Anybody else have thoughts about whether it would be oh, there we go. Okay.
That's a nice shot of the building.
All right. They're pretty big. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
High enough. Yeah.
So it might get centered where the 4 windows are and there. That area.
You can make a couple of big eyes, put a little mustache on it.
Yeah. It would blend in.
Yeah, there gotta be a way we can make it
I think you're
clear,
right.
so they don't show the windows. Or
Well,
whatever.
yeah, I think Mrs. Unti is suggesting also that if you just paint the whole thing white or whatever your background, will all blend together. Is that what you're
Yeah, I think-
suggesting?
Kind of referencing this other mural. I mean,
I thought all of the opinions we would get would be about what pictures to put on the mural. You're suggesting that we just leave it plain.
Well, you know, again, I think it's, yeah, it's a, again, you know, again, it's sometimes something nice and clean is the best way to go. Otherwise, it's kind of, you know, again, it gets too busy. And if we have a bunch of murals, we don't have to really, I think, try to get too clever with different things. Anyway, it's just kind of first glance.
It might be less costly and then allow you to potentially cover the entire side of the building.
Mhm.
Here, the 135 max is 30, so that's not much building, so there's some finish, but if you can cover the entire side of the building, then you make. Okay. Look at, murals in other cities. Ones that are the most impressive are the big ones, not these small 10 by 15. They need to cover the whole wall.
yeah, touching on that point of cost, that's some direction we would need as to how to proceed with the artist. Is this something we'd like to outright do and cover the cost? Is this something we need to put out for bid?
I think we need to have an informal discussion with the manager and the artist. The manager said to me that it was possible that he'd be covering the cost. And he also said that the artist may be donating his time. I happen to not agree with that. I think artists should ask for money for what they do, even though it's enticing. But we do need to find out what the package is and what it's going to cost. My other concern is what experience this artist has in actually doing murals and what he would lay out in terms of materials he would use and what the quality is of those materials and how they're going to last and how they're going to be covered to make sure that they don't chip away and all that. What do they know about all of that? I think it's going to be really important. And then I just oh, and a timeline. And then, of course, there's going to need to be a contract with the owner. But we ran into the first mural that we had done, the wings. I'm not sure that ever did get finished. And I think we have to be more careful about that moving forward. So everybody knows what we're doing. Everything is contracted. Everything is thought out and approved ahead of time. And then I guess my last question would be, who's the agency that's going to oversee this? Work. Well, look at him. I'm not suggesting that it be one of our agencies.
Somebody else.
Yeah, I mean, it might be the Arts Council. But I think we need to have somebody that knows what they're doing oversee this.
Amen.
So that,
You got that right.
I'll just flip over to the Hope mural that CASA did. They had an advisor person working with the artist and working with CASA to make sure everything got done with the right materials on time. So maybe we want to look for somebody like that, who's going to be that kind of guide.
Question, Madam Chair, does the Arts Council have that type of expertise? Or would they have to hire out as well, like
Yeah.
CASA did?
Yeah, we would
Okay.
have to hire. But that all is part of the total cost of the mural in my mind.
Right.
It's more than a sketch
Mm-hmm.
that somebody gets a bucket of paint and paints a wall.
Right. No, I think it's a good idea. Mm-hmm. Maybe and find out who CASA used and
We could also look at sponsors to, contribute to it as well. So I just think a meeting where we
Mhm.
find out what they're thinking, we take in what we're thinking, and then see where this is gonna go. And then we're not, when CASA did that one, they did a call for artists. And got them to come in and give their samples. And then the Arts Council had a team of people who were the judges to choose the actual design they were going to use. So that's something we could think about as well. I know we're working with this guy, but should we be contracting with him or should we be opening it up? You have, anybody here have thoughts about that?
I think you're right on track. Mhm. With your suggestions, we need somebody to guide the process. Yeah.
Well, how did we get this guy originally anyway?
I got a phone call from the person I'm calling his manager. I got a phone call from him that said that he has a muralist who is interested in doing, he's from Madera, the artist is from Madera, and he's interested in doing one of these signs. And he had him come up with a couple of prototypes of what that would look like. And I said, so do that and then be happy to have you, sit down and with the Arts Authority and show us what you've got and maybe see where the Arts Authority wants to go. So that's how it started. And then the artist came up with a couple of mock-ups, and we brought them to the last meeting. So we haven't guaranteed anybody any.
So this person is from Madera and is doesn't want to call you?
No, the artist is from Madera.
Right.
I think the person who I talked to, Ortiz, Robert, is that his first name?
Robert Ortiz.
Yeah, he is the head chef at Valley Children's Hospital.
Oh,
But he knows, I think he's trying to help a budding artist get some work. I think what he's doing, so. And I'm on the Arts Authority and the Arts Council, and somehow he got my name and phone number from the director of CASA.
oh, okay.
So that's, and then he knew we were doing mural projects downtown, and so he thought he'd call and see. We have not met the artist yet. Have we?
Correct. Yeah, we've had some preliminary emails and we were attempting to get together before this meeting, but schedules just didn't meet up, but it's on our radar to get in touch soon. And if you can share the screen again, this is the mural that inspired the conceptual design that the artist provided. It's the Fresno stamp mural.
And that's on the side of,
Yeah.
I think that's on the side of a CVS at a store front by a parking lot. But they use that for all of their, promo stuff. And it's got local people and, stuff like that in it. Virtually every town I go through now has one of these, name of their city, and with some kind of design in it that they want to use to advertise their town. And some of them have they have the same outline, like the white one. And then in different parts of town, they have different pictures in it. So they can do ethnic kind of things, cultural kind of things, a landmark kind of things. And so they do different things around town as well. But you go around, you see them everywhere now.
Yeah, oh, that's like,
Didn't the
Yeah.
Fresno Hofbrauhaus
House.
Hmm?
Something like that.
Like
Yeah.
a stamp, like a postage
Yeah.
stamp.
Yeah, it's closed now, but it seems like they had something like that. Hofbrauhaus.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Mhm.
We had Vartarian in there.
Okay,
Old head coach.
what are you all,
Arcania.
Yeah.
Jerry Tarkini, what are you all thinking now? Proceed?
Yeah. Yeah. Let's find out.
Proceed?
Yeah.
Nick, can you help us get a meeting together?
Absolutely.
That we could maybe sit down with him and see what he's got on his mind?
Okay. And will we have a member of the board joining us or?
We need a member of the board joining, yes.
Okay. We can do that.
We could have 2 members of the board. And then I'll get a hold of Jim Core. We might want to have him join us as
Yeah.
well, because he's getting to know muralists around town as well. So, okay.
Good.
Let's see what they think. Good. Thank you.
I'll volunteer to be one of the board members.
Oh, great.
Call me.
Great. Yes. All right. Ah. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so then, thank you very much, Nick, for all of that. Item number 2 is the update on the video. And I'm so sorry that Chuck couldn't be here today because he's the one that has spearheaded the development of the video. And we sent it out. I don't know if everybody or anybody had a chance to look at it yet. But I think we're going to show it today. So I think so. Yes. So everybody can see it, and then we'll talk about it on the other side as they see. Let's look at this and then talk about it on the other side. Okay.
Madera is at the crossroads. Downtown Madera's better days are almost here. The city of Madera and Caltrans, the county of Madera, Madera County Arts Council, and Madera Unified School District are each focusing on improving and reimagining specific portions of the downtown center of the heart of California. The city, the county, the school district, and the Arts Council have combined to create the Madera County Arts Authority, which with the help of videography students at Tilden Tourist High School, presents the third video of what our community is student. The city of Madera and Caltrans have agreed to redesign Madera's Main Street of 70 Avenue from State Route 99 eastward to High Street, just east of the John Wells Center, the Army National Guard Building, and the Social Services Building. The north-south boundaries are East 4th Street down to East 6th Street. The completed project will make our downtown community more people-friendly and pedestrian walkways, trees, accessible parking, increased lighting, bicycle lanes, street furniture, and outdoor seating to make that happen. Alleyways will be improved to allow for heating outside. Murals will decorate the alley side of downtown businesses, trees, bushes, and flowers. Madera County has multiple downtown projects in the works. They include revitalizing the long unused 1917 library building on Yosemite Avenue, improving the existing library, and re-envisioning courthouse. Our newly designed downtown park will include safe play areas for children, permanent tables and seating for those who wish to play board games, picnic shelters, shade trees, and designated walkthroughs. Interactive downtown walking tours will connect to the library to inform residents and visitors of our town's past and present. The library is envisioned as a community center, music, reading, and art. Individuals and groups are welcome. Books will be on shelves and online. The library will be a community center for teaching and learning. Madera Unified is in discussions to increase its presence in downtown. And the Madera County Arts Council is working with Caltrans to apply its 22 pieces of art to the new sound blocking road down State Route 99 downtown Madera. The art will be placed in 5 groupings on 4 pieces each. It will beautify, and with the addition of plants, will deter tagging. We strive to enable seniors to bond with youngsters with benefit all. And as individuals learn from and laugh with each other, our entire community grows socially and economically. Madera is at a crossroads. Better days are almost here.
Well, first of all, kudos to Madera Unified School District and your students. Isn't that great? It was all done by the students from Torres, I guess.
Yeah.
Video class. That was great. What do you think? Artemio?
Yeah, look nice.
Covered just about everything, I think.
Yeah, really inspiring.
In spite of the narrator.
Well, the music I'm talking about.
Oh. He's not here.
He might be listening in.
Oh, gosh.
It's very good, but we have plans to do different projects and move forward. Oh, my God. It's good. We have been planning to
Uh-huh.
do more projects and moving forward, and Madera is going to change. So
Yeah.
we all agree we want to see Madera beautiful, so right? That's the main point.
Mhm.
We got to beautify the city, so that's good. We're agreeing that, right?
Right.
All right, so that's good.
We even know what we
We're in
want
the
to do.
right track.
Oh, that. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
I think it'll be okay. We'll all learn how to do those roundabouts. I'll stay on 6-2. Okay, so the idea was that we would put together something to update the community because it's taking so long for us to get from planning to actually completing a project. That maybe we could say, these are the kinds of things that we're doing. And then Chuck is hoping that then we come back next year and update it, be able to take some things out and now say, now we're on the road to this, we've completed this, and this is what we're adding. So it'd be this is a baseline video. His concept is that we would go off in pairs and try to get scheduled to go to the meeting of the Board of Supervisors, the school board, the city council, and the arts council, and show our video and say, this is what we're trying to do together.
Right,
And then take any questions and topics from them so that they know things are happening in more than their own entity. So does that work with you folks? Are you
yeah.
Yeah, I'm willing to go
get
wherever.
on the trail? Then beyond that, he's suggesting that we do service clubs, Chamber of Commerce, Downtown Association, that we start scheduling out to other community groups where we'd be available to go and show our video and talk about what's going on. So we spend the year trying to get the word out in the community. And then we could have them posted on their Facebook pages, their media, keep it going out like that.
Madam Chair, I think it's a great idea. And what we might do is highlight a couple of things that are like happening now, not in the film, but just as a narrative after the film's done. We can say, you notice in the film, Judge Whelan referred to whatever, and that particular project is actually happening right now. And these are the things that are going, maybe just highlight 2 things,
Okay.
that are actually moving forward. That might be a good thing as well.
So do we have anything that is,
Well, there's the there is the SR 145 road diet project that is kind of moving through the Caltrans and things of that sort. So that's actually, I think funding has been approved, and the California Transportation Commission is actually going to be here next month to tour downtown and take a look at that. So that's kind of a big deal. It is a big deal. They've never been here in Madera before. So
really?
yeah, they usually have meetings in all these metropolitan areas, and they're having it in Madera. And thanks to Leanne Eager, who's the chairperson this year, former director of Fresno County Economic Development Corporation. And so that's happening. And I think there's maybe our courthouse park renovation is actually going to be happening this year because Chuck, I think,
really?
yeah, that's because Chuck was talking about things kind of in general, this is going to happen. And, I think it's wise to not put dates on it, like rather than saying in November of 2023, this is going to start and this and that, I think it's
Right.
wise to not do that.
Yeah.
And what we can do is maybe provide more specificity,
Okay,
as far as certain things are going to be occurring.
so when we know something is actually happening, you might notice that
Right.
this is going on right now.
Exactly. You go,
Okay.
hey, everybody, what do you think about the film? Blah, blah, blah. By the way, we'd like to point out that A, B, and C, maybe more specifics that
Okay.
are happening right now. Anyway, that's just
Good. And then I know that the library, he thinks she's going to find out about the grant by next month
nice.
for the refurbishment.
Mhm.
So that would be a point.
Right.
To say this is what it is, and if she has any designs and what that's going to look like, that would say we got money coming in.
Yep.
What the timeline might.
Right.
And I talked to Jorge Mendoza right before this
Oh.
meeting. And he was talking about how, the plans are going through. And so, they should be able to start phase one because we didn't get the grant that
Right.
we had counted on, but
Right,
they still have money to at least start.
just
phase one,
through
and then they
phase
can-
one. He was disappointed.
Yes, I think we all were very disappointed.
Okay. So then and what about the city? Is there anything
No,
coming
we
close with the city down there?
No, we agree.
No, is there any, do you have any, because I know it's going to be 2025 before the Main Street.
Oh, to rebuild the
Yeah.
Yosemite Avenue? Yeah, they start 2025, I think. Yeah. I forgot the date already, anyway.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, but they already in the way. So
Right,
They are. Yeah, Caltrans. So.
yeah. That's good. A school district thinking any more about building anything down here? Downtown? Theater? Performing
Well,
arts?
yeah, we have,
Student Museum?
we have ideas,
I
but
know.
things are kind of caught up in other things right now.
Oh, that happens. I understand. Okay, so anyway, that's kind of the plan. And then we kind of work through the year of getting things out there posted. Then we can be adding and changing to it as we go along. Okay.
Do we have any other new grants coming up that we might be able to apply for?
Anybody?
We're gonna have a grant. I don't know, year we got coming next month. I forgot what date anyway. So it's bringing $500,000. I think it's that one for the Huntington Park.
Yeah,
Renew the trail. Right in the middle.
right.
So they're gonna renew it. We got the money already.
Yeah, I talked to Arnaldo. They're going to do quite a bit around parks out here at the Rotary Park on Gateway. Lions Town and Country is finally going to get done. That's going to be big. But he didn't really have anything for Main Street area. Because everything's on hold now till I think they get the street read.
Did they redo McNally Park?
Yes,
Yeah, McNally Park, yeah, we're gonna have
and they're opening up a
a
new park.
reopening ceremony, yes. I think for rebuilding the Yosemite Avenue, all the way for the Avenue 13 north and connected to Gateway and Gateway to Yosemite to the east. It's also in the way. That's the one I was talking about a while ago. It's in the way. It's approved and everything. So, but I think they start at 2025.
Yes,
Yeah.
2025.
2025. They're
Uh-huh.
going to start Caltrans. So we still have more than a year.
Things take.
Well, I see a lot of things, new things that they are in the schedule. So that's very good. That's very good. We need Yosemite rebuilded, and like we are planning to rebuild it so they can more people see
Yeah.
it. Beautiful downtown Madera, and they can come and like. Hopefully, we can live long enough to we go eat in the alley,
Yeah, I know.
and it's good. It's good. So that's the plans.
Okay,
Hopefully, we can see it. We can live enough to see everything. So.
so we can work with each one of us. Will be the key for our place, county, school district, city, to help schedule a meeting, schedule in at the meetings?
Yes.
Or do we do this in the public right to speak part?
No, you could contact my chief of staff. His name is Nick Salinas,
Okay,
and then he'll make
Right
sure
there?
that we. Oh, there he is. Okay. And then he'll make sure it gets agendized. Mhm.
for the county.
For the county.
How about the school district?
Yeah, I can talk to people and get it on.
Okay. Then can you do the city?
And for the city, you got to call Alicia, the city clerk, and And maybe they put it in the agenda, we approve it and we say, yeah, we put a date on the. Everybody ought to choose a date, right? According to the ability of the person too, right?
Can you be our person who talks to her about scheduling that?
Yeah, I can mention that,
Okay.
but,
Or does it go through Santos?
well, if Alicia put it in the agenda as an item and we can all agree and we can choose a date or who will start first, meeting with them? The county, the district or
It just
whatever?
depends on how,
Yeah,
when we
yeah,
can
we
get
can choose a
on.
date, no problem.
We'll do it as long as the city does it, because if the city does it, we know it's
Of
not
course we're gonna do it,
controversial.
yeah. We're gonna meet with them. We all have to meet and approve it, right? And say, let's go, let's do it. Keep moving up,
Yeah.
right? So that's what we want.
Okay.
We all gonna agree anyways. We all on the same focus on rebuilding the city, especially the main,
Yeah.
so.
Okay. Well, I don't think we're going to get any opposition from
No, I don't
anyone.
think so.
So,
Not for the city, but there,
it's not like we're talking about cannabis or anything here.
it's already approved anyway, kind of,
I don't know when a store is going to open though.
yeah, it was pretty soon, next year sometime.
Good.
They're gonna have a downtown movie, a special showing of Up in Smoke with
Yeah.
Cheech and Chong.
Chicken show, yeah. Oh, man, I saw some of those movies in the past, yeah.
Great. Okay. So I'll be in touch. Nick will be in touch
Yeah,
and we'll see when we can start scheduling these. I'm going to be kind of in and out of the country here over the next couple of months, but we've got time.
where you going?
New Zealand and
Oh, New Zealand?
Australia. Yeah.
Oh, where you gonna go? Make the Omega XL? or what? That's what the news says about the Omega XL. They say it comes from the ocean of New Zealand.
Oh, really?
I started buying it, I eating it already.
Well, I'll have to check out the local
It costs
CVS.
a lot of
pharmacy.
money, but they said it's good, so I feel good already. Yeah, yeah.
Well, you look good.
Well, I want to live longer now so I can see all those,
All this happened. Me too.
all those
I was
things
sort of
happening.
hoping I'd still be alive when we.
Yeah, but it's so
Yeah.
little ones like this.
Okay, from the audience, comments? Just happy to be here. Thank you for coming. Okay, well, good. We are not, okay, that's the end of our items. Any member and staff reports? We are not going to have a meeting in October,
Okay,
okay? So our next meeting will be the last Monday in November. Which
so
is,
next
Is that like the
Meeting.
29th or something?
yeah, right.
in November.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to say a little thing. Last week we were in Sacramento. We checked off on Tuesday, we came back on Friday. After midday, we start coming up because the train is at 2 o'clock. Well, we went to the train station and the train was behind 1 hour,
Oh, yeah.
all the way from Oakland. So we had to wait there. And, every city coming down from the north to south, so in Stockton. So from Sacramento to Stockton, we go on the bus. We go north, we come back the same way. So, and in Stockton, we get it. But when we got there, they said, no, it's a train is behind 1 hour. Oh my gosh. And it was. But nothing we can do. We had to wait.
Right.
And everything all right. So we did those
What'd you learn up there?
for the Cal Cities
Yeah.
workshops. Yeah. So we were there and we did attend all the meetings. I like to attend all of us, all the ones I can. So
Good.
and we did the ethics and we got a certificate again for the ethics, something like that. You got to stay in the class for 2 hours. You sign in and you don't get up until the class is finished.
Oh,
So that's pretty good.
So they lock the doors.
No, they don't like the doors, but they want you to stay there the whole,
Right.
so
Yeah.
you can see all the slides and all the presentation and so.
What was
it's-
that for?
It's a certificate, ethics,
Ethics.
yeah,
Good.
Always good to have ethics.
Boy, it's always
Yeah,
good to
yeah.
have ethics.
that's right.
Some people have more than others. I think. Yeah. Okay, great. Anything else on the county?
Not that I can think of, so, but it's been a pleasure and honor being here today.
Good. And Joetta, Ms. Fleet from the city, from the school district?
So when we show this video, you have to have one of us.
Yeah.
Answer questions.
Yes. So if it's like the school district, you're there as a board member. So do you want to have two people come? Or do you want to be one of the people? Yeah. Okay,
People
so,
wouldn't have.
yeah, then we could do that. We could have one person who is the board representative. And then one of the rest, so we'll have to get a little schedule and see who we got. Okay? Yep. But the person who would do I'm picturing, well, I shouldn't assume this, that the person who's not on your board would be the person who would do the presentation. Is that right? Or would it be you?
I think it could be any of us, whoever's willing to do it, because I know I've done presentations and things of organizations I've been a member of and
Okay.
still part of the body here. So it really doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's just whoever feels comfortable doing it.
Okay.
Hmm.
On the other hand. Okay, we'll see what we've got. I like it when the representative from the board
Uh-huh.
does the presentation because that gives us all then a reason why we're doing this
Right.
work. And
I'd be happy to volunteer to do that on behalf of the Madera County Board of Supervisors.
okay. Very good. Anything else? Then this meeting is adjourned.
All right.
And did you catch the part about how we're not going to meet next month? Okay, great. Okay, thank you for coming.